You guys remember that big hoopla that happened back in September 2 years ago when the US government was completely shut down because the House of Representatives refused to raise the debt ceiling due to their opposition to Obamacare?
The Affordable Care Act.
I'm pretty sure it's called Obamacare.
Yeah.
That shut down furloughed the jobs of over 800,000 federal employees for 16 days. You remember that?
Well, just so happens that, again, because of an issue that the House Republicans have decided unanimously to have a problem with, the government was on the verge of another shutdown.
Okay, by the time you watch this, you'll most likely find that, no, the government hasn't been shut down. It'll continue on, due in part to these all just being threats and attempts to halt progress because of a hot-button issue that either party wants to bring attention to. So let's focus on that instead.
Yeah, this time around, it's Planned Parenthood. What the hell is wrong with Planned Parenthood, you might ask? Because to us, it seems like having access to information, contraceptives, and STD testing, and medication for both male and females is a great thing that a modern society should be proud of providing to its citizens. The problem here is abortions, or more specifically, this video, which claims that Planned Parenthood illegally and predatorily harvests the fetal tissue and organs from abortions for profit.
Oh my God. Share if you agree.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that this video was highly edited, it had additional content added, all in an attempt to make the case against Planned Parenthood by anti-abortion activist groups. Yep. In the United States, it's technically legal to donate fetal tissue for important scientific research that would be nearly impossible to do otherwise. And no, Planned Parenthood does not profit off the donation of these fetal tissues. Any payments received to the organization are for the transportation, implantation, processing, preservation, quality control, and/or storage of the tissue. They don't make any money off of it.
Yeah, and no, this isn't even a new or relatively new practice. According to the American Society for Cell Biology, this has been going on since the 1930s. And according to the New England Journal of Medicine, the research and implementation of medical advancements through the research of fetal tissue has saved or improved the lives of millions of people.
We can get specific too. According to a recent article in the New York Times, fetal cells were used to develop the original polio vaccine. You guys like not having polio? Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And they're still used to make vaccines for rubella, shingles, chickenpox, and an experimental Ebola vaccine.
The tissue is critical for studying conditions that affect the health of fetuses and newborn infants, brain injuries in the womb that lead to cerebral palsy, and eye conditions that lead to macular degeneration.
You like not being blind?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Researchers also use it to develop treatments for HIV, end-stage breast cancer, diabetes, and Parkinson's, among other conditions.
So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get back to the fact that Planned Parenthood is being used as an example of a liberal government funding what is perceived as an abortion farm, when in actuality only 3% of their services are abortions, according to their 2013-2014 annual report, with 42% going to STI, STD testing and treatment, 34% going to contraception, 11% for other women's health services, 9% going to fucking cancer screening and prevention, and 1% in the other category.
What's that other category?
Jesus Christ.
Even with 3% of the services being abortions, it's extremely fucking important to point out that no federal money, zero, pays for those abortions unless the pregnancy arises from incest, rape, or as a life-saving treatment for the mother, thanks to something called the Hyde Amendment, which was passed back in 1976 by Republican lawmakers.
But we seriously have to stop using the abortion thing as a way to demonize what Planned Parenthood does as an institution for this country. Just by looking at the previous stats, they do 3 times as much for cancer screening and prevention. And I vividly remember the days of being too embarrassed to go buy condoms from the store and be able to just walk into Planned Parenthood and leave with a bag full of them. Just take them.
Here's 100 condoms. Good luck finishing these up before they expire.
Wrap your dick, stupid.
And they're rainbow colored.
Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Let's try red this time.
Yeah.
Let's try blue this time.
Nobody's getting laid.
It's like I got the Hulk's dick. I got the Hulk's dick. So anyway, just yesterday, Cecile Richards of Planned Parenthood attempted to testify in front of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, but wasn't even given the chance to defend any of the actions or services of Planned Parenthood before being cut off and interrupted by basically every representative present. One dude especially, he'd ask a question and she'd start talking. Actually, I read on
that.
Yeah. I read on Stormfront.com. It's actually this.
That's the number of service because
let me ask the question.
Let
me go to the next one.
Will the gentleman yield?
No, I won't.
You can't have it both ways. And so your example.
That is not exactly true.
This whole video proves that they are just quite literally putting their fingers in their ears and going, la 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 la, I can't hear you, no, you're wrong, la 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 la. It's pretty insane.
If I just keep interrupting this woman enough times, she won't be able to finish a sentence.
Yeah,
and then I'm right.
Yeah, exactly. That's how
She's
it works.
automatically wrong if I don't let her finish talking.
Yes.
That's right.
That's correct.
No, it's not right, because we're not 5 years old, you fucking assholes.
Yeah.
So anyways, Planned Parenthood is necessary to a society that puts the health and well-being of men and women on the back burner, like ours.
Yeah.
It would be great if low-income residents in this country could walk into any doctor's office or hospital and be screened for an STD or even ovarian cancer without receiving a bill that they'll never be able to pay off. But regardless of where you stand politically, that is just not the case in America these days.
So please just shut the fuck up and stop starting shit with this completely necessary social service that exists primarily to help underprivileged people receive education, preventative care, treatment, and in some cases, abortions. God! Have we said enough?
Yeah. Thanks for not unsubscribing.
Yeah, whoever's left.
And
Thank
if you did, I guess bye.
Bye. Yeah, we don't really need you. So leave your hate comments in the comments below, and I'm sure someone will sort you out.
And watch our George Zimmerman video if you feel like getting pumped up all over again.
See ya for Weekly Weird News later.